A source tells ET the couple called it quits after things got worse this spring.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo. And today, we're looking at the high-profile celeb splits that weren't on anyone's 2025 bingo card. Some of these couples may have gotten back together since their publicized break.
Jacob Elordi and Olivia Jade Giannulli seem to still be friendly, despite ending their romantic relationship.
Number 20. Nina Dobrev and Shaun White. This pair clicked instantly after meeting at a motivational speaking workshop in 2019. For 5 years, fans were treated to a stream of social media posts filled with cutesy, lovey-dovey content that only seemed to grow more wholesome with time.
Fun fact, I don't think you know this, but Shaun helped me run lines.
Oh, really?
For my
I love
audition.
that. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I wish you filmed that. I'd love to see that.
Dobrev was White's loudest supporter, accompanying the skateboarder at major events and sharing a heartfelt tribute for the greatest boyfriend of all time after the 2022 Winter Olympics.
She's just been, so supportive and so amazing through this whole process for me. And even through the pandemic, I mean, what a lifesaver. She really made that time in my life special.
All seemed rosy when they announced their engagement in October 2024, only for fans to be blindsided the following year when they called it quits. Their social media feeds never hinted at any signs of trouble, but things clearly weren't as wholesome behind the screen, and the pair confirmed their mutual split in a brief statement.
A source tells ET the decision was difficult. They had been arguing about some things and ultimately called it off. Prior to splitting up, Nina had been looking at venues and was excited to marry Shaun.
Number 19. Emily Osment and Jack Anthony. Short Hollywood marriages are nothing new, so a divorce after 5 months shouldn't really raise eyebrows. What did surprise fans, however, was this breakup coming after more than 4 seemingly blissful years together.
She now tells people, I think with any big decision in your life, you have to plant both feet in that decision. Ultimately, it didn't work out.
Apart from social media posts from Osment, details behind their romance were largely scarce. However, fans were delighted when the former Hannah Montana star announced their engagement, calling herself, quote, deliriously happy with their nuptials, which took place in October 2024.
How did you guys meet? We met at a concert, and he was dancing in the front row like a lunatic, and I just pointed at him and was like, who's that? And then I went over there and introduced myself.
Sadly, it would only be a few months before it all unexpectedly unraveled, leaving us wondering what went wrong between a couple who looked so solid from the outside.
First marriage.
It is my first marriage, yes.
How's it going?
Great so far.
Number 18. Kelsea Ballerini and Chase Stokes.
After going on your European getaway to Italy, do you feel like this one could actually create an authentic Italian cuisine after those cooking ones?
Ooh, yeah.
Well, yes. I mean, I feel like my Ballerini really sculpted and perfected.
Some celeb couples guard their privacy, while some, like Ballerini and Stokes, have fans following every step of their relationship. From snapshots of her sliding into his DMs to nonstop PDA and very real intimate confessions, the duo had no issue letting the world know about their love.
I heard that you slid into his DMs. Is this true?
I did.
Wow! That's what I'm talking about.
I did.
That's what I'm talking about.
2024.
Yeah.
But just 2 days after a loving birthday post from Stokes, Ballerini stunned us all by announcing they'd gone their separate ways. And much like their relationship, their breakup spilled onto social media. In a series of Instagram stories, Stokes implied he was blocked by his former flame. The Outer Banks star also apologized to the fans for letting the relationship slip away, writing, quote, I'm sorry for those who believed in us. It is what it is.
Take a stroke and rule the emails, but it's as simple as we broke up.
Number 17. Marion Cotillard and Guillaume Canet. When a relationship is as old as a whole adult person, you know it's lasted a long time. Marion Cotillard and Guillaume Canet's romance certainly fit that bill. Their 18-year union may have been relatively low-key, but the pair were considered among the most stable, high-profile couples in show business.
What I really liked in this love story is that it was a little bit detailed, and it was a little bit cynical and more perverse,
Although they never walked down the aisle or had any wedding plans, they built a strong on-screen partnership across several films and welcomed 2 children together. A breakup never seemed on the cards, until the pair announced their separation in June 2025. Just as quiet as their romance was, their breakup statement was just as minimal, with reps revealing that the decision, quote, was made with mutual goodwill. Number 16. Kanye West and Bianca Censori. Kanye West's first serious relationship after his divorce from Kim Kardashian was with Australian architect Bianca Censori. Shortly after the divorce was finalized, the two got married in a non-legally binding ceremony, and Censori quickly became a fixture by West's side.
He married a designer for his Yeezy company named Bianca Censori in a small ceremony, but the site says no marriage certificate has been filed so far.
Every public appearance they made was more controversial than the last, largely due to Censori's provocative outfits. Following the 2025 Grammy Awards, where Censori wore a completely transparent dress, it was reported that she had left West over his anti-Semitic remarks on Twitter.
He tweeted in part, quote, "When you look at that betrayal list, I realized that was just part of people's strategies. I took the word love to mean love when it really meant I love the opportunity."
The rapper appeared to confirm the split in his song Bianca, in which he begs her to come back.
I know what I did to make you mad. Bianca, I just want you to come back.
However, in April 2025, West posted a photo of the two of them on Twitter, suggesting that they had gotten back together. They were also seen together the next month in Mallorca. Number 15. Jacob Elordi and Olivia Jade Giannulli. Anyone who's followed this pair's turbulent romance knows how many times they've seemingly called it quits. Since reportedly meeting in 2021, Elordi and Giannulli have practically been a real-life will-they-won't-they couple. However, they seem to be on the mend for good in 2023, when People magazine confirmed the two were not only back together, but officially, quote, getting serious.
The 28-year-old actor and the 25-year-old influencer have been dating off and on since 2021, and their most recent breakup was reportedly at the beginning of August.
2024 appeared just as promising, with the two supporting each other across work-related projects and jetting off to European vacations. Unfortunately, things were rocky by summer 2025, and the pair announced their separation in August. According to Us Weekly, the breakup followed after both partners agreed, quote, that it wasn't working. Given their track record, though, we may have an equally sudden reconciliation somewhere down the road.
Jacob even shut down questions about his love life during a May 2023 interview with the outlet, though he did note, quote, "I appreciate you giving me the space."
Number 14. Naomi Osaka and Cordae.
How old was I when I first won the US Open?
No, we just talked about this a couple days ago. He was 21.
2025 had barely even begun when we got the first major celebrity breakup of the year. Tennis superstar Naomi Osaka and rapper Cordae first went public with their relationship in 2019, when they attended an LA Clippers game together. While they largely kept their romance private, Cordae remained one of Osaka's biggest supporters, frequently attending her matches and cheering her on. Just days before the 2023 Australian Open, Osaka announced she was withdrawing from the competition as she was pregnant with their child, who was born later that year.
But Naomi wrote in her pregnancy announcement, "These few months away from the sport has really given me a new love and appreciation for the game I've dedicated my life to."
The couple remained out of the spotlight until January 6, 2025, when Osaka announced on her Instagram story that they had broken up, adding that the split came, quote, with no bad blood at all.
Oh yeah, I forgot. My bad. That was a big one. My bad. That was a big one. Damn. I feel horrible.
Number 13. Jessica Simpson and Eric Johnson. For years, this couple made the news for all the right reasons, regularly gushing about each other throughout a 15-year relationship. The flames still burned bright by 2023, after 3 children and nearly a decade of marriage, as Simpson told People magazine that her husband, quote, understands my heart more than anyone I've ever met in my life.
I was going through an incredible journey of trying to discover self-love, and also compassion, and just trying to remain vulnerable but find strength through it.
With such a glowing love story, a separation was the last thing anyone expected. And yet, that's exactly what happened in January 2025, when Simpson announced that they, quote, have been living separately, navigating a painful situation in their marriage. The separation also gave voice to her artistic side, as Simpson returned to music for the first time since before she and Johnson first began dating in 2010. Number 12. Lori Loughlin and Mossimo Giannulli.
They'd been quietly going about their lives, awaiting their next court date set for January 17th. But according to a Loughlin source who spoke to People magazine, the new charge has left them panicked.
After making headlines in 2019 for their role in the Varsity Blues scandal, Lori Loughlin and Mossimo Giannulli saw their public image take a major hit. Still, the couple put on a united front throughout the controversy and completed their sentences with their marriage intact. Those who believed that surviving such a scandal made their bond unbreakable were in for a shock in October 2025, as the couple announced their separation after 28 years of marriage.
The actress's rep telling the outlet they are living apart and taking a break from their marriage, adding, "There is no legal proceedings at this time."
Equally shocking were not-so-kind words from Loughlin's Full House co-star John Stamos, who, while voicing his support for his longtime friend, blamed all of Loughlin's struggles directly on her husband.
He's a terrible narcissist, and I don't think you ever get out of that unless you're able to. And you know, I know a little about his history.
And just like that, the two find themselves in the news, caught up in another wave of unwanted attention. Number 11. JoJo Siwa and Kath Ebbs. In January 2021, JoJo Siwa came out as a member of the LGBTQIA+ community, identifying as a lesbian. She has since been open about her romantic relationships, and in January 2025, confirmed that she was dating Australian influencer and actor Kath Ebbs.
And slowly but surely, I developed a massive crush. Always said I wanted to move to Australia one day, and now I have a sweet, sweet Australian girlfriend.
But their love story would turn out to be a very short one. In April 2025, while appearing on Celebrity Big Brother UK, Siwa revealed she no longer identified as a lesbian, but as queer. She also raised eyebrows for cozying up to fellow housemate Chris Hughes.
You're right though. That not too bad a bit. Come on. Wait. You're getting upset, aren't you? Have a little cry.
After the show ended, Ebbs claimed in a now deleted TikTok video that Siwa had dumped them at the rap party. Siwa later confirmed the breakup, but added that it was not how she had intended things to end.
And so I was genuinely just gonna have a conversation before, and then it just led to another. They straight up asked me if I was happy, and I said no. And, you know, one thing led to another, and that conversation did take place there.
Number 10. Jessica Alba and Cash Warren. Jessica Alba really cemented her status as a Hollywood leading lady with her turn as Sue Storm in Fantastic Four.
Sue Storm? It's the Invisible Woman.
Listen, my kid loves you.
During filming in 2004, Alba met Cash Warren, who was working as the director's assistant on the set, and the two quickly hit it off. They began dating in the fall of that year and eventually tied the knot in May 2008.
How did we meet, Cash?
We met in Vancouver. You were acting in a movie and I was working for a director. And I fell in love with you from the first moment I saw you.
However, after 17 years of marriage and 3 children together, Alba and Warren announced in January 2025 that they would be going their separate ways. Although no specific reason was given for the split, Alba shared in an Instagram post that they had simply grown apart over time and were now focused on evolving as separate individuals.
While she's proud of how she and Cash have grown in their nearly 20 years together, Jess says it's now time they embark on a new chapter of growth and evolution as individuals.
Number 9. Austin Butler and Kaia Gerber.
What's one piece of advice you would give to your single friends? Like, talk about yourself the way that you want the person who is going to love you to talk about you. I think that's so important.
Dating rumors between Austin Butler and Kaia Gerber first began to fly in December 2021 after the two were spotted together at a yoga session in Los Angeles. Their relationship became public in March 2022 when they made their red carpet debut at a W magazine party.
The insider shared at the time, "It's been really effortless and they are both enjoying it." Kaia thinks Austin is charming and likes that they are both low-key.
Although they occasionally appear together at Hollywood events, especially during Butler's awards campaign for his role in Elvis, they kept their romance mostly private. In September 2024, speculation about a breakup emerged after Gerber was seen with Saturday Night Live cast member Marcelo Hernandez at a party. Those rumors were eventually confirmed in January 2025 when TMZ reported that Butler and Gerber had ended their relationship on amicable terms, with Gerber going on to date Louis Pullman.
They reportedly split at the end of 2024 before Kaia rang in the new year on a trip to Cabo, Mexico, during which Austin was noticeably absent from photos of her at the beach on January 3rd.
Number 8. Quinta Brunson and Kevin Anik. The first time Quinta Brunson publicly acknowledged her husband, Kevin Anik, was during her acceptance speech for Outstanding Writing for a Comedy Series at the 2022 Emmy Awards.
And I need to thank my wonderful husband because he's the most supportive man I've ever known, and my incredible cast and crew for helping me to make this show and make the pilot. Thank you.
The couple had tied the knot the previous year, although Anik, who reportedly works in California's legal cannabis industry, rarely made appearances with Brunson at high-profile events. As Brunson's comedy series Abbott Elementary grew in popularity and acclaim, she continued to recognize Anik at award shows, including at the 2023 Golden Globes and once again at the 2024 Emmys.
I love my mom, my dad, my sisters, my brothers, my entire family so much. I love my husband. I'm so happy. I love my cast.
However, by March 2025, things had seemingly soured between the two, as Brunson filed for divorce from Anik that month, citing irreconcilable differences.
The Abbott Elementary creator now citing irreconcilable differences for the split, and requesting their assets be divided as laid out in their prenup.
Number 7. Rami Malek and Emma Corrin. Oscar-winning actor Rami Malek has gained a reputation for being notoriously private, so many may not have even known he was in a relationship with fellow actor Emma Corrin. The two were first linked after they were spotted holding hands en route to a Bruce Springsteen concert in July 2023.
The new romance for Rami came just months after the Bohemian Rhapsody star had broken up with former girlfriend Lucy Boyton after 4 years together.
Although they kept their romance mostly out of the spotlight, they still made the occasional public appearance together, including at the 2023 Paris Fashion Week and the 2024 BAFTAs.
Speaking of sports, tennis anyone? That's Rami and Emma at the US Open 2 weeks ago, but this time no PDA for their outing in New York City.
By summer 2024, the relationship seemed to be getting serious, with reports that Malek had purchased an exquisite ring to, quote, mark his commitment to Emma. However, any hopes of a long-term future between the two were dashed when news broke of their split in April 2025.
According to multiple outlets, the couple have gone their separate ways after nearly 2 years of dating.
Number 6. Chris Martin and Dakota Johnson. For years, their romance was one of Hollywood's most obvious open secrets. First meeting in 2017, it was a long time before either one officially acknowledged they were together. By 2021, they had moved in as a couple, and everyone, from Johnson's parents to Martin's ex-wife Gwyneth Paltrow, was raving about their relationship.
In October, Paltrow was asked in another Q&A, "What is your relationship like with Dakota Johnson?" Her response, "We're actually very good friends," adding, "I love her so much."
By 2024, wedding bells could be heard, with Johnson proudly sporting an engagement ring for the world to see. But instead of walking down the aisle, they ended up walking away entirely, with neither partner elaborating on what went wrong. Just as their relationship began in mystery, their split has left fans once again trying to connect the dots.
Do you ever really, truly figure out your significant other?
I don't think so.
Right?
I think if you have, then you're probably going to get bored pretty soon.
Number 5. Sia and Dan Bernad. Few celebrities go to extreme lengths Sia does to avoid the spotlight. The singer and songwriter famously hides her face with oversized wigs, so it's no surprise that she also keeps her personal life extremely private.
But whenever you perform, you do not like to show your face, and I think people don't understand why, so explain that first.
Well, it's so that I can go to Target and buy a hose if I want to.
You might have seen reports of her wedding to Dan Bernad in May 2023, but the two had already exchanged vows at a secret ceremony the year before. Their relationship remained mostly out of the public view until March 2025, when reports confirmed that Sia had filed for divorce. The filing also revealed a previously unknown detail. She and Bernad had welcomed a child in March 2024. In the court documents, the singer requested sole physical and legal custody, although she expressed willingness to allow Bernad visitation rights.
She is asking for legal and physical custody of Somersault, but is open to visitation rights for Dan, per the filing.
Number 4. Sydney Sweeney and Jonathan Davino. By all indications, the relationship between Sydney Sweeney and Jonathan Davino appeared strong. The two, who began dating in 2018 and had produced multiple films together, got engaged in 2022, with their wedding set for May 2025.
In fact, the 27-year-old had been envisioning her big day for quite some time. She asked Glamour UK that same month, "What girl doesn't create a Pinterest board for their wedding? I started making that when I was like 10.
However, as the wedding approached, the planning reportedly became overwhelming for Sweeney, who was also juggling a hectic work schedule. As a result, she called off the wedding in early 2025, and the two went their separate ways.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I might go and do some people watching. Just not these people.
According to a source close to Sweeney, she just wasn't ready to settle down, and had stayed in the relationship longer than she should have simply because she struggled to make the difficult decision to end it.
Well, a source tells ET the two are not together. In fact, they've had issues for a long time.
Number 3. Lily Allen and David Harbour. Lily Allen and David Harbour struck up a relationship in 2019 after meeting on the exclusive dating app Raya. It didn't take long for them to tie the knot in Las Vegas in a ceremony officiated by an Elvis impersonator.
She said, when I saw you, I saw the biggest person I'd ever seen in my life, and also the smallest person I'd ever seen in my life.
For a while, their marriage seemed to be going well, but Allen apparently soon began to suspect Harbour of infidelity. To confirm her doubts, she re-downloaded Raya, where she reportedly found Harbour's active profile, with connections to several women he already followed on Instagram.
She said, I know I've been talking about it for months, but I've been spiraling and it's got out of control.
This discovery left her devastated and is believed to have significantly contributed to their breakup, which was confirmed in February. 8 months later, Allen detailed the split and how she felt about it in her 5th album, West End Girl.
We had an arrangement, be discreet and don't be blatant.
Number 2. Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom. For nearly a decade, they teased a wedding that always seemed down the line, but turns out it was never meant to be. Whether announcing pregnancies through music videos or being pictured paddleboarding in the nude, the pair were never shy about putting their romance on display.
'Cause I never would white, but I wanna get it right.
Updates about their relationship became regular news, and marriage only seemed like a matter of time. But as Perry's image took a hit, thanks to a widely panned album and a much-mocked trip to space, she and Bloom also fizzled out. By summer 2025, they'd called it quits.
So what went wrong? We're told Katy's been upset with where her career is currently, and it's caused stress in their relationship.
By the year's end, she'd moved on with former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. And we are still trying to catch up to these wildly sudden turns of events.
Katy and Justin Trudeau just hard-launched in Paris, making it official. They're a couple, as they celebrated her 41st birthday at a cabaret show.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban. Married in 2006, fans grew accustomed to their heartfelt public declarations, with Kidman calling him, quote, the one and the love of my life, while Urban shared his wife's sentiments with equal devotion.
You could fall into the Marilyn Monroe camp or the Grace Kelly camp, right? My mum was the Grace Kelly camp.
She was part of the Grace Kelly camp.
I like that. I'd say you, what are you?
The U camp? Yeah.
Great answer.
From welcoming 2 daughters to their supporting him through rehab and his dedicating an entire album to her, their bond seemed to stand the test of time. Unlike the tabloid frenzy of her marriage to Tom Cruise, Kidman's relationship with Urban enjoyed an extremely media-friendly image. But the world was blindsided when they announced their intention to divorce in September 2025, opening up a storm of speculation.
The two have been reportedly living apart since the beginning of summer. A source close to the couple telling People magazine Kidman didn't want this, and that the actress has been fighting to save the marriage.
While the cause remains unclear, insiders claim the separation was brewing for some time, leaving millions worldwide wondering whether true love in Hollywood even really exists.
If you throw away the friendship after that many years, it's silly,
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
That's the good part.
Which 2025 celeb breakup did you never see coming? Let us know in the comments.